So I received several comments in one of my Model Y videos regarding this bike. And today we're going to shift from talking about an electric car to talking about an electric bike. Now, there's no shortage of electric bike companies on the market, but this small company out of California, Super73, has done an absolutely phenomenal job on producing an electric bike. I mean, their craftsmanship and attention to the aesthetics is second to none. This has to be one of the best looking bikes I've seen. I love this matte black look. It's awesome. But they also don't slouch on performance. This bike is an absolute beast, and anybody that sits on it just falls in love with it right out of the gate. So I wanted to start by going over the specifications of what makes this such a fun bike to ride. So this is a Class 2 electric bike, basically meaning there's zero restrictions on where you can ride it. You can ride it on bike paths, off-road, on the street. You can ride this thing anywhere. Now, it gets that classification because the bike will not go faster than 20 miles an hour. Now, don't be fooled. I've had this bike up to 27, 28 miles an hour, but the motor kicks off once it hits 20. Now, in terms of its traditional bike features, the bike has 21-inch tires. They're really wide, they're really knobby. I personally like this because I ride it through the yard, I ride it off-road, I ride it on the street. This gives me the option to do everything. Now, if you're somebody that's primarily gonna ride this on the road, they do sell a slick road tire, so you can swap those out. In the front and the back, we have hydraulic brakes, which work really well. I actually took a bit of a spill on this thing because I didn't realize it would stop as well as it did. And then in terms of the seat, it comes with a single person seat. It's comfortable. It's not the most comfortable seat I've ever sat on. I actually changed the seat to the extended version because I wanted to have the option to have my kids sit on the back and we could go for a ride. So now let's talk about the fun stuff. What makes this an electric bike? So this thing is powered by a 696 watt-hour battery. Now what's great about the battery is it's removable. So I take the battery in the house, I can charge in about 3 to 4 hours, and then when I'm ready to go for a ride, I just throw it on and lock it into place. The lock is key because sometimes I'll take this to neighbor's house and I know that the battery's not just gonna up and walk away. Now in the rear of the bike, you have a 1,000-watt peak motorized hub. This is where all the power comes from. And what's great about this bike is it has pedal assist and has 3 different modes. So up on the right handlebars is an LCD screen, and you can put this into an eco mode, which gets you the most range out of the bike and gives you the least amount of power. You have a medium and you have a high. Now, quite honestly, I very seldom use pedal assist. It does work great if you throw it into high and you're pedaling, you can get up hills in no time. But let's be honest, the fun thing about this bike is just using the throttle, putting it in high, and just riding all over the place. In fact, let's just go for a ride. All right, put this into high and away we go. So you can see this thing moves. We're gonna go around the neighborhood. So right now we're doing 18 miles an hour. But we'll get some in a minute. Going up a hill, 20. 23. Squirrel. Now at this point you can see the pedals don't do much. I'm in high. Look how fast you can't see it. My feet are just rolling. The pedals don't do anything once you hit 20. So there's no gears on this bike. It's a single gear. So once you get to a certain speed, the pedal doesn't do anything. So we're doing 27 miles an hour and the motor just kicked off. It's not doing anything. I got the throttle down all the way and nothing. So here I'm going to do a test of how the pedal assist works. So here I'm going up a hill. I'll show you the hill. There's the hill I'm going up, and I mean, I'm doing 13 miles up a hill and I'm not even putting any effort into it. And if you want to, you can just let go, hold down the throttle. 15 miles an hour up the hill. So I'm gonna head back down our street and I'll show you what it's like off-road. This might get a little bit bumpy and it's windy, so I don't know if you can hear me, but we're gonna do off-road. Suspension. This is going to be the worst video. There you have it, the Super73 S1. I hope this video conveys how much fun it is to ride this bike. I mean, I absolutely love this thing. For a bike that cost under $2,000, it is money well spent. My kids love it, I love it. So one thing you'll probably see from the video is if you go off-road, it would be great if this thing had suspension. And they do make an RX model. It's brand new and it has full front and rear suspension. So that might be an option if you're gonna do more off-road riding on this thing, but for a recreational bike, a little street, a little bike path, this thing is great. You need to check it out. Thanks for watching. Get better, be better. We'll see you in the next one. See ya! Why don't you like focusing on my face? I wish people knew how many times I do these takes and I'm in this crouched position. I'm 42 years old. This is not good for my knees. Ugh, this is terrible. There's a plane directly over my house. I live in the country. There's an airport right down the street and there's a plane flying right over right now. I wonder if you can do a wheelie on this thing. Ooh. That would kick you over. Oh. No. Well, that's one for the video. See how good those brakes work? Man, I broke the water guard thing on the front. Damn.